This show is part of the Do You Validate network.
The camera opens on the Soledad Galaxy. It's far too large to actually see any characters, so we're gonna go ahead and zoom in from there. And then we see the Quinn sector. Once again, this is too big. We can't see a single person, so let's just zoom in again. Now we're in the Taj system. Oh my God, these are just planets. No, this isn't a show about planets. So we're gonna zoom in even further. Now we're on the planet Kia, in the city of Terrigal. It's gross, it's opulent at the same time. There's poor people everywhere, but all the nice stuff's on top. That's how it should be, everybody. We get a good idea of where everyone lives, and it's the poor people on bottom, rich on top. That's great. There's buildings of beautiful jade up top sitting there, and then down below there's people covered in piss and shit, because why wouldn't they? Then we zoom in to see this stage in the center of town with these 4 heroes standing on there, all proudly wearing badges of the hegemony. There's one man in this beautiful silver suit, just a square chiseled jaw. There's this beautiful alien woman. She's sitting there, she has tentacles everywhere. She's ready to fight for the hegemony. There's a robot there. He has 17 guns and only 2 arms, but he's holding all of them. Just as good, just as good as anyone ever could. We see the captain of the bunch, this small balding man who looks just enough like Patrick Stewart, but not enough for us to get sued.
Yeah.
As they are doing the pledge of the hegemony, and we see all of them get hung. Because this isn't a story about heroes. This is a story about rogues.
Welcome to the astonishing adventures of the
Welcome to Batship. We'd like to say how do you do?
Hey, how's it going over there?
Here on the Batship, we have one hell of a
Welcome aboard Batship. Welcome aboard Batship. Jet Set Radio. The galaxy's third best scammer. And over half of his jewelry is real. Sayra. The smooth talking politician with a good deal of sex appeal. A clerical translation robot. And he's always down to switch up the vibe. Barry. He's not imaginary. Completely real with nothing to hide. Don't forget Dill. I'm pretty sure he already has. That's right. He's a 4-armed pink-scaled alien that doesn't remember anything, you see. He's even misplaced the ship's keys.
Welcome to Batship. Just sit back, enjoy the
Welcome aboard Batship. Welcome aboard Batship. Welcome aboard Batship. Welcome to the SS Man.
It's Saturday morning somewhere, kids, so you know what that means. Time for the astonishing adventures of the SS Batship. It's time to join our crew planetside and episode 1, The Hangman's Dilemma. As we see these 4 hegemony members get hung in the center of town, the camera slowly turns over.
Guns raining.
Yeah, guns
Being
raining
dropped
down.
by the robot.
Being dropped by the robot. The camera pans over, and we see our 4 rogues.
You see the camera pan over, and standing in 3-foot-tall glory is a jackalope. They're cream with gray splotches and these giant horns that shoot off their head that add another 2 foot tall. So probably about 5 feet with the top of the horns. Their ears laid back in trashed space gear clothing. Traditional space gear, but it's all trash. There's safety pins. What do you think's got a little punk rock jackalope? Why are there safety pins in space? I don't know. But I still have them.
Next to Barry, we see a robot played by Caleb.
I am a robot in some pretty classic tarnished chrome, but with several patches missing. You can see all of my colorful wires underneath in between panels that haven't been replaced in years. I have a very clear and obvious serial number painted on my chest that marks what kind of robot I am. I am a clerical and linguistics unit 4, registered to Kia, so my name is CL4RK. I'm not sure. What are we doing anything right now, or am I just standing?
You're just
there?
watching. Everyone, see, you were just watching the public hanging, as you do.
Yes. Well, I am definitely attempting to do my job, which is tour guide on the planet Kia. And so I found a couple of people who are interested in watching this hanging, and I am explaining to them the history of the building. Because this actually used to be a water business office. Now it is used for ritual hangings by local crime groups.
And then we see a man. He's got some cybernetics on him, but he's not full cyborg or anything. We see Derick's character.
Oh, hey, what's up? Is that too loud? I felt like a wall of. Okay.
No,
Hey.
it's okay. This is
Hey.
Derick's first time ever seeing a microphone.
Yeah,
so.
yes, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
still confused by the technology. My character's name is Jet Set Radio. Oh, you gotta say Set Radio. It's hyphenated. The way I imagine my guy, he's in the Disney Robin Hood full green outfit, but whatever a cyber version of that is, whatever a space version of that is.
Wild.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Any-
the Fox version?
Yes, the
Okay,
Fox
I had
version.
to- I
Yes,
had to-
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Do
yes.
you
the
have like
hottest
a little
one.
red
The little,
feather?
yes, yeah, the whole thing, but it's like a little metal.
An
in it.
antenna?
Yeah. Can I be covered in whatever space jewelry is, but I want some of it to look fake.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
I hate this
You-
already.
So
Yeah.
space strip mall jewelry.
Yes.
Oh my God!
worst.
This is how you get the first fan art of the show talking about
This
you.
is
Is you
hilarious.
explain yourself as Space Robin Hood from the Fox
Yeah.
version, decked out in strip mall
Yes.
space jewelry.
So some of it is real, but a lot of it is not.
Yeah.
Most of it's not.
Most of it's
Yeah.
Just whistling the hamster dance.
Unbelievable.
Just watching as this hanging's going on.
Yeah, I'm selling tickets for the next one. I got
Yeah.
2 for 1s. Come on, you
You're
guys.
scalping the fucking
Yeah.
public hanging.
That's terrible.
People could just walk up and watch.
Yeah.
Buying tickets.
The city ain't handing out money, all right? You got to figure out a way to make it. And then last but not least, we have Sam's character.
You pan past over where Jet Set Radio is scalping tickets. And if you cut it's right out of focus when you land on them, and it zooms in, and where it zooms in on is this ethereal looking, almost space elf woman with tan skin. Imagine just enough like Mel from Arcane, but not enough to get a suit.
Yeah.
There's only one person here getting a suit, and that's Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio.
Jet Set Radio.
Space Set Radio.
Yeah.
Set radio.
That way you can't get sued. There's a hyphen.
yes.
Well, here's the thing: you can do close enough not to get sued, or you can do so bold that like you say, "Come at me."
She's relatively tall and is dressed in the equivalent of Lando from Star Wars, where it's like this long silk cape. Don't ask her if it's real silk or not. She will tell you it is. And she's kind of standing in kind of like a shimmery sheer blouse and like some like tight like joggers and some like really bright shiny combat boots, like holographic color.
Yeah.
She stands out, but just enough to where she doesn't call attention. What she's doing is she's skimming through the crowd and looking for anyone who looks like they would be stupid enough to buy scalp tickets to a hanging, and she's pointing them in the direction of Jet Set Radio.
I love how you're like, "That's awful." But over
Yeah,
there,
no,
over there.
We have a professional tour guide.
Did you say her name yet?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I did not.
It's all about the mystery.
It's
though.
all about the mystery, yeah.
You have to earn
but
them.
she will, in that case, what she'll do is she will, when she passes another person on over, she looks over at Jet Set Radio and winks, and that is Sayra.
Ooh. She's the only one that gets a freeze frame. Everyone else, we just see it, and then that we're just like, but then in quotation it says, "For the gays."
Breaks wrist.
This is our little group of rogues here, and y'all have just, enjoyed this lovely public hanging of these members of the hegemony that were caught by the Jade Syndicate, who run the planet of Kia and most of the system of Taj. And, they just want to let everyone know that, we're not about that shit here. You keep all your money and you keep all your riches. That's for the Quinn sector, so get it out of here. But right now, there are a couple of rubes that are buying tickets to a free public hanging. As is tradition in Terragal, every hour on the hour there is a public hanging. You got to do something about population, all right? Because there's too many people. You got
That keeps us in business.
Yeah, you got to.
We've made so much money doing this.
You got to do that. But it's at this point, though, it's been so hard. There's always rubes to buy tickets to public hangings. That's not the problem. It's just that, everything's so expensive. Everything's so there. And, you're just barely scraping by on this. The tours that you're giving, Clark, you're getting some money, but also you keep forgetting that you're base programming to go against it. And so sometimes people will tip you, and you're just like, no, it's my pleasure.
Yeah, I'm a very bad member. It is my honor to serve the hegemony.
They let the people walk past. They're like, no, it's a pleasure, and gives it back. And Sayra will walk up and just be like,
You gotta give it back. You do gotta give it up.
He can't accept tips.
Yeah.
I can.
So everything. It was a fun hanging as always. Being poor is fun. People like it. It doesn't desensitize you to violence and then the tyranny of the rich. But yeah. So anyways, at this point, people are kind of clearing out, and you sold some tickets to the next show. It's time to do what you always do after you get a couple money. Let's go to the pub. Let's go. Get a couple of drinks. Barry's probably peopled out right now. Too many people kept trying to ask about the antlers.
There's a little bit of blood on the end of one of them for someone got too close and just kind of jabbed him with it. It was an accident, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
You don't have to lie.
They just smile.
Yeah.
I just realized me smiling, there's no...
Yeah.
No one can actually see.
You're like, oh no.
My defense with props, I can't use props in this.
Yeah. So the little space tavern y'all like to frequent because it caters to the more lower end of the city is the Leaky Pilot, and there is a neon sign of a drunk
pilot.
Yeah, there is a
That can't
neon
be good.
sign of a pilot taking a piss. It is from the back though. They have a little decorum here.
Is it like
That's
that?
fun.
Is it like that really weird bumper sticker that people put on the back of their
the Calvin.
Calvin.
Yeah.
It's just Calvin, but he's aged up.
With a cap inside.
Yeah, it's Calvin with the little the spacesuit on.
I hate this so much. It's amazing.
The Leaky Pilot, as y'all make your way in there, you get a round of space drinks. You get some oil for Clark. I don't know, do you drink oil? Do you just rub it on yourself?
I do, and I like the Leaky Pilot because they give me batteries in little cubes.
Your little cube bag. They actually like it too, because even in this world, no one really knows what to do with batteries once they throw them away. So they do like that Clark and other robots will eat them.
It's the recycling program.
Yeah.
Just know Sayra thinks this is very irritating. Samm, the player, would die for Clark. Literally. I would lay my life down.
I think Clark is literally crunching on the batteries.
I hate it.
Even
It's amazing.
It's not like I'm plugging in anything. Just chewing
And there's
on
no
it.
You get
mouth to
extra,
close.
you get temp HP.
Yeah.
There's a little extra boost.
There's every once in a while a little battery acid just falls and sizzles on the table.
That's what he calls microdosing.
No one sit next to Clark while they eat.
Oh, that's amazing.
So y'all are sitting there enjoying some of your space drinks. Jet Set Radio, Kedrick, the owner of the Leaky Pilot, he tries to get your attention down there. He's a man about town. He definitely helps facilitate jobs here and there. But Kedrick calls Jet Set Radio down to try to... And you can tell, he's trying to let you know about a job.
Okay, yeah, I want to check it out. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to my man Kedrick and see what's up.
Yeah, he goes up to you. He you guys do a little shot of space tequila together. Ooh. It's different from normal tequila because we're in space.
Is there still a worm?
There still is. It is a worm, but this is why space tequila is so different. Because as you're pouring it, the tequila, the worm is trying to actively bite you.
Oh.
Yeah. It lives inside the tequila. The only way to kill the worm is to drink all the tequila, and then it immediately dies. But if you eat the worm afterwards, you get real fucked up. So it's cool. That's the benefit of it. It's sad, but also isn't everything? That's what space is, baby. He calls you over. He's like, my man, Jet Set Radio, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? I scalped too many tickets.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm still amazed that people are buying those tickets from you. Oh, yeah. I got a little news for you. I got a job. just kind of came across, and I heard your crew's been looking for a ship, right?
We have been looking for a ship. Yeah, a good ship.
Okay, so you know who the Vessels of Yellow are, right? The crew in town. They're always fucking shit up, trying to start rebellions. Anyways, the Dural, they're trying to make some moves. That's, it's the other rival gang. We all know this. I don't know why I'm telling you this.
Yeah,
We don't have to say this like it's some kind of exposition. We both know these things I'm saying right now.
Yes.
But this is our banter.
Yeah.
This is how we like to talk. Anyways, so the Dural, they got this plan to finally take out the Vessels of Yellow. And there's this new ship they've been working on they haven't been working on, but there's a ship the Hegemony's been working on that the Dural's trying to steal. But I know where they're keeping that ship, and y'all can get there before the Dural or the Vessels of Yellow. If you're interested, I can.
Yeah, I would definitely love.
Okay, I know the standard broker fee is 10%, but on this one, I'm gonna have to ask for 25.
25.
Okay, here's the thing. There's a couple of crates. There's a couple of crates on the ship. If you just give me those crates, don't look at them. Jet Set Radio, look at me. Jet Set Radio, look at me. Don't look at them. Don't look, just because I know you get little ideas in your head.
All right.
You're thinking about opening the box right now, aren't you?
Well, what is in the box?
But that doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
And no, it doesn't. Because here I'm saying, I know 25% sounds high, but if you just give me those crates, that's going to take care of my fee, and you get this ship. It's a great ship.
Okay. What if we did 10% and I got a couple boxes?
No, because listen, I'm really risking myself here. Okay, I pulled in a lot of favors to get this one, but I'm telling you, it's a cool ship. You want to hear what it's called?
Yes.
Shadow's Tale.
That's a good name.
See, I'm not even asking for part ownership of the ship. You can just have the ship. Just give me these crates.
Okay. What if I have the crates on weekends and then you have them?
It's not like a joint custody thing.
Okay. All right.
And also, once again, you can't. It's not just.
My stomach hurts.
It's not just that, like, I don't want you to, like, if you open the crates, like, they can be opened multiple times. I know how crates work.
Yes,
okay? What's inside of the crates? You got to be ready for it. And I need the crates unopened. Okay.
Unopened.
And here's the thing. I just need these crates. I'm sure there's lots of other stuff that you can steal. Also, it's a whole ass ship. It's one of the fastest ships, in the sector. Come on. This is a good deal.
It is a good deal.
Outside of all those other times I try to stab you in the back, when have I done you wrong?
Right. Yes. Except for the very last time we worked.
Okay,
together.
listen, that job, I know that I did give you bad intel, and I know that I tried to set you up to take the fall, but y'all got out of it. And I did give you a free round. I'm giving your friend batteries over there. Who do you think's paying for those batteries?
Okay. Well,
look how happy Clark is.
He's loving the batteries.
This is delicious.
Okay, yeah, I'm down to steal that ship. Yes.
Okay, great. And then we're not going to open the crate?
Do me
a favor.
Not going to.
Don't tell Barry about the crates.
Okay. Yeah.
We all know that Barry's gonna open the crate.
That is yes.
Barry 100. Don't even mention crates to Barry.
We don't even know anything about the crates.
Look him over there. He's going through a trash can right now. What are they doing?
I found a hot dog.
Barry, don't eat that hot dog.
Why?
Oh, Barry. See, Barry already ate the hot dog.
See, okay.
See?
Who used ketchup? Assholes.
That's okay.
Tragic.
You
Zero
can't tell
gag
them.
reflex.
It was because of the ketchup.
Yeah.
You can't tell. Just don't tell Barry about the crate, okay? They're gonna open it right away, and that's you. Okay, just so that's why I only want. This is just between me and you.
Crates for ship. I think
Crates
we
for
can do
ship.
that. Can I tell anyone else that isn't Barry?
You can tell. Yeah. I mean, listen, Sayra, she's always good to go. Is she gonna talk to me again yet? Because I know she's so mad about the last job. Or
no, I'm sure she's over that.
Okay.
Right
Cuts to Sayra, who's making out with some random bar patron after like chugging like 4 shots of drinks of whiskey, like straight space whiskey, right in front of them.
Yeah.
It's just like not caring, not even there paying attention.
It's like, okay, listen, here's the coordinates. They're setting up to steal the ship tomorrow night, but if you get the ship's arriving tomorrow morning, so just get your stuff in order. get whatever you need here. It's going to be at the shipyard. There's going to be some guards. They're trying to keep it low key right now because the ship, they're going to be doing like a launch of it later. So they're trying not to let people know it's in town. So they're not going to have the heaviest guards there, but there are some people coming in. So and then he passes you like a little piece of paper with some space coordinates on there. I don't know how space works. So it's like latitude, longitude, and then like
a
ratitude.
third secret thing.
Yeah. Here's the ratitude coordinates.
Yeah. There's a point value.
yeah. Listen, this is an 11 on the ratitude scale. If that tells you anything. Oh yeah. So he passes you that. You have the coordinates for this job. So you are told, that there's a ship coming in. It's a hegemonic ship called Shadow's Tail. Both the Dural and the Vessels of Yellow are going to be trying to go after it. But your job is to get it before either of them do.
Hello, I'm sorry to interrupt. Soraya told me to wait until the moment it would hurt you the most to say, has anyone seen Soraya? Could you help me find her?
And And then Kendrick does look over and just sees Soraya just like throat deep and just...
Exactly.
This phrase "throat deep" really got me when I said it. I didn't have anywhere else to go with that, honestly. So I topped myself on that.
Not the only thing getting topped
Not
right
the
now.
only thing.
Yes.
Not at all, darling.
This is a cartoon show. But it's for adults, just like the Robin Hood Fox one was. But so you do get the coordinates. Kedrick is fucking devastated, so he says he has to take a call in the back. We all know he's crying.
Yes.
Is he gonna go walk into this freezer?
He's
walk-in?
Yeah, he's walking into the walk-in, and he's just letting the fucking tequila worm bite him.
Yeah. He's taking he's not even noticing.
I just need to feel something again.
I just need to feel.
Ha, isn't that great? We love what our crew of the SS Batship is doing. It's all very entertaining and fun, but before we get back to it, we need to pay the bills. And you know how to do that, kids, by running advertisements so you can tell your parents what you want to buy. And this week, we're telling you to tell your parents to buy used batteries. Used batteries. They taste so good going down, and they taste even better coming back up. Don't let that battery acid stop you from getting down on some good used batteries. So later today, when you're at the store, make sure to get the SS Batship branded batteries so everyone at school knows that you're super cool and you eat only the best batteries. SS Batship batteries. And now it's time to rejoin our crew of the SS Batship as they continue drinking at the Leaky Pilot, because drinking is cool. That's right, this children's show endorses drinking and drug use. So let's get back to the astonishing adventures of the SS Batship. Your drinks, you're eating your batteries as you want to do. They're very tasty. And then about like an hour later, a couple of members of the Vessels of Yellow come in. You can definitely tell they're in the Vessels of Yellow because every fucking thing they're wearing is some form of yellow. They're very loud, they're very boisterous, and they're sitting there, they're just like knocking over tables, they're making a big scene, and they're just talking about, like, one guy, he comes in, he's the head of the Vessels of Yellow. His name is Yellow 5. And then he's just like, you guys don't. This is the last time you're gonna see us. You guys are always telling us that we keep trying to do rebellions, and then we keep getting killed, and then all of our members die, and then we get more people. But you know what? Not tomorrow. All right. This is the last fucking time you see us. And then they're just throwing like yellow powder at everybody. It's not drugs, so no one likes it.
It's not drugs, so no one likes it.
It's just this powder as they're making a big fuss. But Barry. What is Barry drinking? What is Barry's drink of choice?
Barry is drinking a space pina colada or daiquiri, something with a long straw and a big umbrella and lots of fruit, but also highly alcoholic.
Yeah.
It takes way too long to make. The bartender is always upset about it.
Yeah.
But I love that.
Yeah.
Just sitting there sipping a Miami Vice. Just
It's like a punk rock bunny with a daiquiri.
Barry, your table gets knocked over. You are quick enough to grab your daiquiri, but the umbrella falls out as one of the lesser yellows has knocked your drink, and some of it spilled, but the umbrella is now on the ground.
I would like you to know it goes into slow motion anime. It goes and this umbrella falls like ta 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 ta, as the umbrella falls on the ground. I'm sure he steps on it and it breaks. And I'm just going to take my drink, look at him, and smash it in his face.
You just, and this is the terrifying thing about Barry. Barry's very short, and you know this is the first time we just came. But yeah, you just kind of like how quickly you jump up to get to people's faces to punch them is very intimidating, and you
so
immediately just like deck out one of the members of this thing that I already forgot. I said it before.
The Vessels of Yellow?
Vessels of Yellow. See, I knew it.
Yeah.
I imagine that I said it, not Caleb. And then you're like, I'm impressed by this GM. But yeah. And so you don't have to roll for this. You just deck them immediately. And we just see this tiny little jackalope just send this man flying back into a table.
Can he fly into the jukebox and it starts playing like the Clash?
Oh, yeah.
I had questions for him.
There are 4 more.
Oh, perfect. I
Yeah.
will move on to the next number.
That one spilled my drink.
Then I will move to the number beyond.
Yeah, then one of the other Vessels of Yellow, they're be like, "What'd you do that for? What'd you hit old Tiny Yellow for? He didn't do nothing wrong to yous."
And I just point towards the umbrella. You do not respect people's personal property.
That was a purple umbrella. If it was yellow, we'd care about it. What do you want here, little robot man? You got some battery acid leaking down your face.
Thank you.
You threw me off with your kind words. I'm mainly aggression's my language, and I don't know how to hear other words.
Well, then you should understand this. And I like kick him in the ankle as he's talking.
What the fuck is going on? And Sayra comes back, clearly all mussed up, zipping her pants up. She's been gone for like the last half hour of all of this, in the bathroom somewhere, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
They spilled my drink. They threw yellow powder in my face.
Y'all have to chill with the powder
That's
shit.
our thing. That's our thing. We
not
love
cool.
the yellow. We love throwing powders. We love starting rebellions.
It's not space candy, so why?
Well,
Your rebellions always fail.
it's the spirit behind the rebellion that you. But tomorrow, we got something coming tomorrow. So you won't be seeing us, but you will be seeing us because we'll be running this whole. Planet.
What's coming tomorrow?
Well, we got plans.
Tell us.
I mean, I'm not supposed to, but I do kind of want to seem like a big man.
I would like to use my
by all
ability of
means.
scary, and I kind of hop on a table, and the light gets behind me, and I'm going to use the power of intimidation.
Yeah, do you have to roll for anything? Or you just kind of get to do it?
It says you have an air of menace and danger obvious to even the most unobservant. You gain potency when trying to intimidate someone, if done immediately after a show of force.
Oh,
which I feel like I just did.
Normally this would be for a good roll, but he's dumb. So you don't have to roll for this.
He's dumb.
I want him to tell Sayra everything.
Yeah, he just kind of like cowers down and goes, "Well, we were gonna steal the ship, and it's gonna be, we're getting this nice hegemony ship tomorrow, and there's a tale on it that not only the ship's pretty good, they got some crates on it there.
Crates of what?
We don't know though, but they said if and then like Yellow 5 punches me, he's like, what are you doing? Stop doing this. I'm so sorry, man. She's real pretty. That little thing there's got the antlers. They did something to me mentally. This robot over here said words to me that were affirming, and I didn't get it. And
I am merely speaking.
You hear how docile those tones are? I've never been spoken like that in my life.
How docile those tones are sent me to.
Yeah.
I was like, what am I even gonna say to this now? I'm just.
Is this a bad time for a question?
My dad said there's always a bad time for a question, but it's always a good time for a beer.
I see. Lesson learned.
Was your lesson to not talk to this person?
How injured is this person? Like now that they've been hit?
They were
lightly
like, this one was kicked in the shin and then punched by Yellow 5. Not as devastating as a punch from Barry. They look a little, just in life, they weren't doing good before. Mm-hmm. Emotionally very injured. Physically not so much.
Does everyone here have scurvy? When was the last time anyone had fruit?
I mean, there's a lot. Listen, there's the only thing running more rampant than the yellow powder around here is scurvy. But it's space scurvy, so it's worse.
The hanging today. Who was responsible for it? Like who hung these?
That was the Jade Syndicate. They like to do a lot of their, when they sentence people to death for going against the Jade Syndicate. Mostly it is members of the hegemony coming in trying to fuck up Jade Syndicate stuff. Sometimes it's non-hegemony members. But the Jade Syndicate, they're the main criminal syndicate that like runs everything. Vessels of Yellow are just kind of like another little shitty gang.
And the Vessels of Yellow, when they're talking about rebellions, they mean against the Jade Syndicate.
They just they're rebelling against a lot of things. See, here's the problem with Vessels of Yellow. You ever talk to somebody that has too many causes and not enough facts for any of them? It's like talking to a sophomore in college. Where you're just like, yo, I get that you just met more than the 20 people you grew up with, but like, you please read a book.
Okay, well, I have 2 questions. One, if this ship is so nice, are you not afraid of the Jade Syndicate taking it from you?
Oh, fuck. What? What?
Well, I assume that their information network is going to be much deeper and more extensive than yours. They also have a wide variety of people who can attack their missions.
And then he just like looks around, just sees a bunch of Jade Syndicate members like just calling in on comms, like taking little notes about it. He's like, all right, that's pretty good.
When you speak about things out loud in a public place, other people hear it.
Absolutely idiotic.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Especially after the jukebox stuff.
Jukebox really
Where
drew a lot
everybody
of.
heard, yeah.
Also, we came in throwing the powder too.
Yeah.
That was probably.
Yeah, you don't hide.
Okay, that's true.
No one
Y'all
else
are
in this
very
world
bad.
wears yellow.
Damn. Yeah, that's true. It's hard to find, honestly.
I just assumed you were all a bit pissed
A
off.
lot of times we gotta go find all the dead bodies of our previous members, and we gotta loot them to get the yellow.
Speaking of your previous members, you said you were in charge, and your number is 5. Is 5 the highest number in your organization, or the lowest?
Well, I'm not.
Probably say the lowest.
No, I'm not. I'm not yellow 5. He's behind me, but I'm. You know.
You're tiny yellow.
Well, no, tiny yellow's back there. I'm just.
I'm so sorry.
I'm yellow. I'm yellow green.
Yellow green?
All right.
I see. So the second word is effectively random.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you kind of it's
Or the first one, tiny yellow.
you know, you kind of as long as there's yellow in it, you get to pick your own name here. There's not a lot. You know, we're kind of desperate for members.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I can tell.
And they can't use the same name, so that's fun.
Yeah. I mean, as you can use the same name as someone that died.
Oh, hell yeah.
There was about 12 yellow greens before me. All of them are dead.
Why would you want that name then?
We know. I was like, they got to me in line. They're like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Shit." And then I saw on the wall all the memorials.
Were they all like you?
Not necessarily. I mean, they all kind of had the same kind of mustache, but I did shave my mustache into that after I did. I think a lot of the yellow greens were like, "That's a good stash right there. Maybe that's a good name for me."
Funny. Yeah.
Y'all are.
Anyways, you ever seen The Last of Us? And they throw some yellow powder down.
I can't give it this shit again.
It doesn't help us escape. I just feel
You know
better
what? I
about
have a
it.
feeling that all you yellow greens are just like your color, boogers.
Wow, you haven't seen the last of the Vessels of Yellow or Yellow Green. And then Yellow 5 just like slaps on the back. And he goes, "You gotta stop. You have to stop talking.
Yes.
This is you
really need to.
That robot made so many good points.
Take your friend's advice.
I'm so sorry.
You should be a better leader.
I'm not. I am like the top of it, but I'm not great.
You should give up.
Ugh. That's okay. No, don't get. You can't get to me. He's like, you know what? None of y'all. You don't even know what's coming. I guess you do because we were screaming about it. Fuck. Okay.
You're gonna try to steal a ship, and someone else is gonna steal it
Everyone
first.
knows.
No, we gotta regroup. We gotta regroup. And so they start to leave. They're gonna.
Oh, don't forget your friend.
Yeah.
He's passed out.
Oh yeah, they do pick up Tiny Yellow.
There he goes.
There he goes again.
Soraya, I would like to apologize for asking so many distracting questions. I haven't been myself today, ever since I've had to answer the question, how did they hang the robot?
Yeah.
I have been thinking about this all day.
He's still up there.
Oh, man.
Cannot compute. Cannot compute.
You could break my neck and I would continue to function.
How did they hang my man?
Wow. I can't wait to find out what happens to the crew of the SS Batship next week, but you're gonna have to wait because that's how episodic shows work. But if you're jonesing for a little sneak peek, don't worry, I, the announcer, have a little preview of episode 2, Scam Dummies, right here for you.
Okay.
So glad that Radio Shack is still open in space.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the thing about this world. Radio Shack is booming. They're actually doing very well.
They came
Radio
back-
Shack's like Walmart
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
universe.
SS Batship is an actual play podcast produced by the Do You Validate Network using the Scum and Villainy system. Barry the Muscle is played by April Raygun. Clark the Mechanic is played by Caleb Zane Huett. Jet Set Radio, the Scoundrel, is played by Derick Marchel. Sayra the Speaker is played by Samm Starr. The show is GM'd and edited by Joel Ruiz. Opening track created by Matt Penchney, with additional music by People Need Goals, Pop No Tarts, Sarashu, and Zach Nichols. And let's not forget to thank our 2 executive producers, Andrew Harper and Brian G., as well as our 2 associate producers, Beerus and Luke Holt. And this week's special shout out, because they pay us a lot of money on Patreon, goes to our executive producer, Andrew Harper. Hello, Andrew. It's me, the announcer. I just want you to know you're a pretty swell person. If you were part of the crew of the SS Batship, I'm sure they would steal very little money from you. Let's be honest, they would probably steal a lot from you, but that's the only way they know how to show love to each other. So Andrew, I just want to thank you for being an executive producer on Batship and all other Do You Validate projects, as well as giving us all that great money you did on the Indiegogo. Thanks to you, we can make this show, and if you want me to talk about you at the end of the show, well, we'll be doing it for one patron at the end of every episode that's a Batship baddie or higher. That's right, you can go right now and give us money, and we'll talk about you at the end of an episode. Just go to patreon.com/doyouvalidate and become a Batship baddie or eternal baddie, or even one of our associate or executive producer levels, and I'll give you a shout out. So to Andrew Harper and all the other Batship baddies, eternal baddies, associate producers, and executive producers, you're better than other people because you paid for it. And if you don't have money for Patreon, well, I suggest stealing from a loved one or your family. Go do some elder scams. They're really easy. And what are old people doing with their money anyways, except for not giving it to us because they're hoarding wealth?
This is a Do You Validate podcast.